The rising tensions between the United States and Russia have reached a dangerous level, especially after Moscow decided to end its commitment to the 1987 INF Treaty. This treaty, signed during the Cold War by Ronald Reagan and Mikhail Gorbachev, had banned ground-launched missiles with ranges between 500 and 5,500 kilometers. Now, with President Donald Trump reportedly sending 2 U.S. nuclear submarines closer to Russia, the Kremlin has responded by officially declaring that it no longer sees itself bound by the treaty. Russia blamed the West for increasing military threats, particularly the growing missile deployments near its borders in Europe and Asia. The Russian Foreign Ministry said, as reported by RT and TASS, that the actions of NATO and the U.S. have removed the need for Moscow to stick to the previous moratorium on missile deployments. Former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev, now serving as deputy head of the Russian Security Council, directly pointed fingers at NATO for forcing Russia to take such steps. Medvedev warned that the West should prepare for more moves from Moscow, adding that this new reality is one the U.S. must learn to deal with. His warning followed a series of public remarks aimed at President Trump, who had earlier announced the strategic movement of nuclear submarines. According to the New York Times, Trump called this a necessary step in response to rising threats. But many experts argue this could lead to a more aggressive arms race that would destabilize not just Europe, but also the Asia-Pacific region. Russia's withdrawal from the INF Treaty is a major blow to global arms control. The U.S. had already exited the treaty in 2019, accusing Russia of violating it, an accusation Moscow denied. But even after the U.S. pullout, Russia had maintained a self-imposed ban on missile deployment unless the U.S. acted first. That line, according to Moscow, has now been crossed. Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov previously hinted that continued military pressure by the U.S. would eventually force a reaction, and now that moment has arrived. Analysts speaking to Al Jazeera said the breakdown of such treaties opens the door for new nuclear deployments on both sides and reduces the chances of peace talks. As both nations place weapons in more regions, the risk of miscalculation or conflict becomes even higher.